Get your trigger finger ready. We are going to spray baste a quilt sandwich, which means we are going to use temporary spray adhesive to put our backing, our batting, and our topper together so everything is adhered. No pins, no slipping, no bunching. I hadn't done this before, but now I am a convert. I will be stocking up on temporary spray adhesive for my quilt projects. So let me show you how easy this is to do. I'm going to be using the Spray and Bond Basting Adhesive. It is a temporary bond, and it is going to help me put my 3 layers of my quilt sandwich together. Kind of a boring sandwich, which is only going to have one thing in the middle, but anyway, that's what they call it. So first thing that we are going to do is read the instructions. So pre-wash material, no fabric softener. That's with almost anything you spray on something. They're like, no fabric softener because it messes with stuff. Pre-test, shake well, spray on the back, protect your work surface. Yes, I'm paranoid about my work surface. I don't want stickiness on here. So I'm going to bring out my handy dandy ugly vinyl tablecloth that I use for Mod Podge, paint obviously, and everything else. So for this is going to be a table topper, just like a little square to put in the middle of a table. This is going to be our backing. So we need that upside down. Then we're going to put the batting on top of that. Make sure it's centered, make sure everything's smooth. This is the part of quilting most people don't show you. You don't get to see a lot of how you put it all together. You see a lot of how you make the cool things that are going to be on the top. So one thing to know, you always want to cut your backing fabric and your batting, if you're going to be quilting by hand, at least an inch or 2 wider than your topper, whatever the top of your quilted project is. If you're taking a quilt to a long arm quilter, they often want 6 to 8 inches all around. So just know how you're going to be quilting this before you cut your back. So we're going to move that for now. And the first thing we are going to do is we are going to spray baste the batting onto the backing. So I'm going to just fold it up about halfway, shake well. I think that's well. And then I'm going to spray the fabric. And then I'm going to move that thread. I'm just going to roll that back and press that down. So using this, every bit of it is going to be adhered, not just little sections if you're doing pins, which is honestly how I usually do this. But when I had asked people what they prefer, I think it was on Instagram, almost everybody liked this method better. So I thought, I need to be trying this and talking about this a little bit more. Now I'm just folding it back to where we already did the basting. We do the same thing. Okay, I think I might be getting hooked on this method. Pretty easy. If you want to use pins, I will put a link below this video to a video that I have done about pin basting. Now I'm going to turn it over, make sure everything is smooth and I don't have a bunch of bubbles or I don't know, any kind of weirdness. And now we're going to do the same thing with the topper. I'm going to center it before I pull anything back and spray. And if you were using directional fabric on the back, you would want to make sure you put that in the direction you want compared to the front. And because this is, again, kind of a small project, I'm just going to fold it halfway and spray. May have oversprayed a little bit. I'm not sure. I tried to get to about 2 inches from the edge. Oh, I can kind of feel it. It's kind of cool to the touch. I couldn't feel that through the batting, but I can. It's kind of nice. Feel that through the quilted fabric. Spin that around. So I would definitely say, if you want to try this, do what I'm doing. Try it on a smaller project first, just to get the feel of it, make sure you like how it works, and don't try and start on a big quilt. But we're going to do a bigger quilt in another video because I think I am sold on this method. Now I don't have to put in a bunch of pins, I don't have to take out the pins, and nothing is going to be shifting. As long as you get it basted with this basting adhesive, then you can head to the sewing machine and just get quilting. All right, what do you think? Look at this. It's just sticking together. Love it. Now I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine, do some quilting, add my binding, and I will have a super cute table topper. Let me know in the comments if you've always used basting spray and you can't believe I hadn't before, if you haven't tried it but you're going to now, or I don't know, any other tips and tricks you think I need to know about or you want to make sure I am doing, or anything else you would like to learn. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so that YouTube sends you a notice when I put up new videos, and have a fantastic day.